Hey everyone, welcome to Make It Rock, the show where I show you how I make it rock and how you can too. Let's say hello to the folks we have here in the chat. Allie Gratilla's lurking and listening. Hello, Allie. We got Sean Chandler in the house. What's up, Sean? Denise, what's going on? Good to see you. And one of our great mods here, Leela. Thank you for posting that there in the chat. Yes, you can. You can certainly send super chats or super stickers or anything super is very much appreciated, but never expected. Hello, Phoenix Falling. Welcome. Great to have you here. Moses J. Hawkins, what is up? Thank you for showing up. I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to get into this. We've been working on this track. It's now called Annihilate My State of Mind. Last week, I was recording the vocals for it. Yeah, we have submissions. We still have some space. If you want to get in You Rock tomorrow, there's the link, bit.ly/You Rock submit. Thank you, DJ Big Red. Good to see you. But yeah, we were recording the vocals for this track last week, and now we're going to get on to kind of just like finalizing the mix. Now, I mix as I go, so there's really not gonna be a whole lot I think that we're gonna need to do in terms of that, but we'll take a listen and see. So we're gonna listen critically to this track and then kind of come up with a plan of action. Hello, Hugh Caldwell, welcome. Great to see you. I did a lot more work on this one since we finished the show, because remember I wasn't able to get all the vocals and stuff done during the show, but I did afterwards. So you'll see that here, and I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna mute my mic, and we'll play this whole track all the way through. And let's bring it up here so we can see all of it or most of it. I think I can even do this, so you can really see all the many tracks that are on here. Now, all right. Let's play it. So this is what I have so far without touching anything. Something sounded weird there at the beginning. I'm going to start that again. Hopefully it was just a little glitch. I will see. Hey, Bloody, welcome.
Left at the altar of distant fear.
All right, so you could see there, after I've listened to it now, it it's most of the way there. I don't think there's a whole heck of a lot that we still need to do, but there probably are a few things. So one thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this drum track here, and I'm gonna go to this second EQ, and I'm gonna actually bring this down all the way down to around 110 or so hertz, just to give it a little more thump in the low end. I think that would be good for this. Um, and thank you very much, Bloody Ritual. Appreciate that. Appreciate it, Phoenix as well. Um, yeah, go back. I actually have playlists for all the shows, so there's a playlist for Make It Rock. It's a pretty short one because we're only on episode 7 so far. So, yeah, I'd appreciate if you watch it. Hopefully, you'll get some things out of it. So let's just find a part where there's a lot of drums, and we'll see how that's looking.
In this cacophony of the insipid, the razor's edge has faded to rust. Distill my vitriol into the blackness, and inside
We'll just widen that bandwidth out a little bit.
electrify my catatonic condition into paths of animated apathy, numbing my soul to inhumanity. The leaves fall on forgotten paths. Is this reality or just TV? Everything that I expect it to be. Never just after blood out is high. Annihilate, I still
Yeah, I think it's doing pretty good. Thank you, DJ Big Red. There's the link for the playlist. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna settle with that drum right there. You know what we could do? That I don't usually do this, but we could pull all these faders down. Now, do I want to do that? Do I want to mess all these up? I don't know if I want to do that or not. Hello, Driven to Right. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's just go through here and see what else. I think the bass is okay.
in this cacophony of the insipid, the razor's edge has faded to rust. Distill my vitriol into the blackness, and inside my frozen feet.
Yeah, I can live with that. Now another thing that I feel inclined to do. I already did blend. I took all these vocal tracks, so it's track 12 through 20, and I routed them all to this channel. So you'll see down here they're all routed to 22, and that's the vocal mix. And I just put this limiter on. There's something we talked about before in previous episodes, and all this is doing is just restraining the levels of the vocals so they don't go too crazy.
In this cacophony of the
So you can see what that's doing. Every time it goes above this green line,
has faded to rust.
and it's not even really doing it right here.
Into the blackness, and inside
Every time it goes above this green line, you should see it pushing down. Although it's not doing that, and I'm wondering why that is. Okay, I think it's doing something there. It's definitely working.
trepidation falls to nothing. It's time a reason disappears. The catacombs of sanity crumbling, left at the altar of distant peers. A single
Well, you'll see where it's, I don't know. Usually, this will show this going down, and I'm not sure why that's not doing that. But at any rate, it is limiting those vocals just a little bit so that they're not going too wildly crazy. And then, that's pretty much all that's happening with this Vox mix channel. But what I was thinking of doing was taking all the instrumental stuff and putting that on a channel like 23. So I could just take all of these literally. The bass, the drums, the bass, all the other stuff pretty much. The guitars. Sometimes I like the guitars. Actually, I'm going to put the guitars on 24 just because I like to have the guitars on their own separate channel. That way I can balance them out. And they'll probably go to 24 and then get routed back into the overall mix on 23. But I want to have them on their own separate thing. So all this other stuff can go there. And there's a synth. That's going to go the verse 1 synth, the lead synth. I'll put over there 23. Whatever this is, the distorted beat thing. Going to 23. And these choir ahs will go to 23. And we will title this instrumental mix. And we will title 24, where we have the guitars, the GTR mix. There we go. Okay, so that just gives me a little more control over these individual kind of elements.
In this cacophony of the insipid, the razor's edge has faded to rust. Distill my vitriol into the blackness, and inside my frozen fear is dust.
And I wanted to, I was going to pause this. I wanted to route the guitar mix into the instrumental mix that way. I mean, it's all on that one. Because sometimes you might be tempted, you know, you keep making things louder. And that becomes a problem because you run out of headroom. So sometimes it makes sense, instead of boosting, like, if I feel like the vocals are too low, instead of boosting the vocals, I might cut that instrumental mix a little bit just to let the vocals appear louder without adding more volume to the track, because it's probably a little overcooked as it is. And then I can use this to control the entire song too. Because we also want to watch this master. When we get into the mastering stage, you know, really ideally you wouldn't have stuff going too much over, you know, I try to keep it in that -3 to -6 range, because you really don't want it going too much higher than that. You want some headroom for the mastering. And then if I feel like these guitars maybe aren't as punchy as I would like, there's a variety of things I could do. But the simplest thing is just bringing in a fruity balance. This is literally a volume control. And they give you a little bit where you can go over 0. But I think we're doing pretty good here. Hey, Tremor Bear, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. All right, I am feeling pretty good about where this is right now. Not really a whole lot more that I would try to do with this. I did add a bit crusher, by the way, on the lead guitar. So this is just the audio things crusher. And what did I put this on? Something very low. Not actually. 2 bits. On the bits, and down sample is 3x. 15% on the harshness. Yeah, just dirty it up a little bit. Like I said, you may have seen me mention before, the bit crusher is one of my favorite distortions. But it does add a nice bite to things. So anyway, yeah, I guess we could probably go ahead, and what we could do is get into the mastering of this track. And how this is going to happen is with a little app called, you probably already guessed it, Ozone 11. So I'm going to open up this long list of things that I have. I have lots of little things. And let's find. It's in the cloud. So there is Ozone Standard. There we go. And when you open up Ozone, you're going to see something that looks like this guy right here. Standard version of Ozone. Now, what I'm going to do, I got to turn this mixer channel down because it's going to be much louder when this is done. So what we got to do is we got to go into the playlist, and we're going to find the loudest portion of the track, which almost always is the final chorus here. Now, what you can do is you go to this thing with these bubbles, and it'll say play the loudest section of your mix. So that's exactly what we gonna do. So literally just let it do this thing. So there you go. It gives you a starting point. Now, what the problem is that this thing masters way too freaking loud. And I don't know what this is. I'm going to go to the maximize. So if you go into this, these are the individual components. Like you have rebalance, equalizer. There's the imager, which handles your stereo width, stabilizer. Now it's set all this stuff to what it thinks is best for the track. So it's figured all this stuff out. But here's the maximizer. This is where the real magic happens. You can see it's set here to negative 8.5 LUFS, which, geez, that's pretty crazy. If you were mastering for CD, that would be great. But we're not mastering for CD. There are actually presets. I've never played around with there's probably a preset that would automatically do what I'm doing. But what we can do is we can turn this down to like negative 12 LUFS, and then hit learn input gain, and then just do what we did kind of over again. And now it's at negative 12 LUFS, theoretically. I mean, I could pull up a thing and I could check it and make sure, but you know, I kind of know like where I want that to be. Now, there's a couple little things that I like to watch out for. Hey, there's my lovely wife from downstairs. She had some other things to take care of, but she's here. She's listening along. All right. Let me get back to this. So we did this. There's a couple other things that I want to bring to your attention, and one is this true peak thing. And for whatever reason, its default says off, but I always turn this on. And the reason that I turn this on, I don't know if there's like a thing that'll pop up. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. Uh, but anyway, so what this is, there's like these interstitial peaks that happen in between the peaks that you can see. They're very brief, and sometimes it can shoot above 0 dB, and you don't want that, because that'll knock your song down potentially on a streaming service, or cause some distortion. You don't want that, so I usually just turn this true peak thing on, and the output level set at negative 0.10 dB. So that'll limit the outgoing signal will not get higher than negative 0.1 dB. You could even make that lower if you wanted to. Hello, Scrabble Bees. Welcome. Welcome. But this will give us a pretty good, and you have different, there's character things. I usually just kind of trust this. I trust the system. I don't know if I should trust the system, but I do. Hello, Live to Fly. Welcome. So I just kind of trust what this thing is doing, because it's pretty sophisticated, and yeah. So let's just listen to that really loud part again, and I'll try to. Hello, Rainfield. Welcome. Yeah, there we go. I know DJ knows some stuff about the mastering process. True peak brick wall limiter that uses oversampling to accurately follow and control level peaks. I like to think of it as like you got to use protection. You know what I mean? You don't want anything getting through. You don't want anything sneaking through, because that's where accidents happen. But anyway, yeah, you want to keep a wrap on your levels and make sure that those little peaks don't get through. And hey, Jade Star, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, but I think this is working pretty well here, and it's doing its thing. So all I have to do now, if I want to have this master saved, I just export it, WAV file. There we go. I'll put master. I'll do this. And there we are. And it'll so I have the bit depth 24. Don't make the mistake I did. I think my last album, I don't know why this was, but I had this set at 32-bit float, and I think I might have uploaded my last album at 32-bit float, which was not good. It seemed to not affect anything. It actually seemed to work okay, but ideally you don't want to do that. Don't be an idiot like me. But you got high quality for all plugins, so it'll do that. This resampling, I mean, you can get really, if I did 512 point sync, it's going to take a really long time. I don't know that it's gonna fix things too much. It's gonna be much better for the effort. You can upload to SoundCloud if you wanted to, or other things, I'm sure. But I'm not gonna do that. So let's do this. Export it. There we go. It's happening. And yeah, hopefully Jade get to feeling better with the antibiotics. Hopefully will help. I've been dealing with shit too. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't. If there was Thomas Christ live today, I don't know that it would be happening. Because if you can hear, my voice is kind of a little scratchy and stuff. But I've just been like so congested because we've had this ridiculous weather where it's been ridiculous, is stupidly cold for this time of year. But it went from like being in the 80s Fahrenheit to down to like in the 50s, and now it's back up to like 70. And the pollen's going crazy, and all the stuff is going crazy. So yeah, it's not fun. Just if things could just stay at like a even level would be good. But it's up and down, you know. And we're getting warmer again now, so I don't know. We're supposed to be, you know. That's what you expect this time of year, but anyway. All right, so there we go. We should have a file there ready to rock and roll, and let's see if I can find it. Because what I'll do is we'll actually get out of this app. Let's see here. Okay. We'll get out of this app, and all right, here we are. There it is. There we go. All right, so there's just a QuickTime player, standard issue QuickTime player. DJ Big Red asks, are you going to release that song and add it to your Bandcamp? I vote that you should. Well, so here's the thing about that. I could do that, and I might do that. But what I'm thinking, this is actually going to be a song on the new album, and what I'm thinking is that I'm probably going to be redoing this song, just because I think it sounds good, but I think I could probably do something a little bit more in line with what I was envisioning for this project. Because this started off as a song where I was just fucking around and I was just gonna do this for the show, and then it ended up being a song that might actually be on the album. But now I feel like it needs to be redone a little bit. So but I might just release it anyway as like a demo. So here, let's take a listen to it. Just playing it. We're not playing it from FL Studio. We're just playing it right from QuickTime.
In this cacophony of the insipid, the razor's edge has faded to rust. Distill my vitriol into the blackness.
Thanks so much, everyone. I appreciate that. So yeah, I may actually still do another piece of content with this too. So this might not even be done because I did want to do a video showing about the drums, but I don't think I have enough time tonight because we're already 30 minutes in. Probably gonna end a little early tonight, actually. But I will show you cool people because you guys are here. I'm gonna show you something nobody's ever seen before. Hey, Rhett, it's a great country song. Rhett, you need to send me that lawnmower song. Send me the lawnmower song for you, Rock. I want to play that. But anyway, so you guys are gonna be the lucky people to see at least the first prototype, because I told you there's something that I do that is a little interesting, and I make the album cover before I make the album, so you can be the first to see the you can be the first. You're gonna get a sneak peek, It's kinky, Tremor Bear. It is very kinky. Oh shoot, get that out of there. There we go. There's your preview of the album cover. Do you know the password? So that's what I've been working on that for a little while. But I like to have the album cover just as inspiration for the music. So that's what I'm using. So now you all got to see it. The password is TC. Maybe. Anyway, what else was I gonna say? There was something else I was gonna talk about, and now I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, but yeah, that's gonna be the new album cover. Do I have? Let me see something here. I have the new. Oh, I can show you this. This is fun. This is what Apple's Apple Intelligence Image Playground. Not very happy with Image Playground. And the reason why is because it thinks if you put it in you ever play with Image Playground, you could bring in a picture in and it'll it'll make you like into a sort of like a drawing or a cartoon. Well, if you put it in sketch mode with my picture, you end up with that. Do I look like that? I don't think I look like that. I hope I don't look like that. Is there another one? Oh god, I think there's another one. This one here. They're all pretty similar. Yeah. Dude, Apple AI, man, uh, not good. Not good. I don't like it. Well, there. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking like, in the process of diffusion gone astray. I was thinking about this like, what if like like kids have so many images, so many issues with body image and stuff, and what if they put their picture in there and they're young, like I can look at it and laugh at it because I'm an adult and I've been around and I've seen things. But you're a kid and you have all the image is so important when you're young, and you put your picture in there and you come out looking like that, then it's like, that could really do some harm. So Apple, fix your shit. Because, I'm sure I could put it in Chat GPT or whatever, and it's not going to come out looking like that. And you know what? There's an illustration mode, and it's not a whole heck of a lot better because the illustration mode gives me this. The illustration mode gives me this. That's what the illustration mode does. And I look like John Goodman or something. I like John Goodman and everything. I don't think I look like him though. Yeah, it's all gone very, very wrong. Very wrong. Mix Club says I put a pic of my in my ex in Chat GPT, and she said I looked hot and looked like her dad, and it was a pic from 1984, so I did not look 100 in 1984. Yeah. This stuff is really I don't know. It's got issues. It's got issues. Yes, I use the AI stuff for the thumbnails. I know. I know. I hear you. But it's easy, and it's kind of a throwaway thing because you make a thumbnail for a show and you do the show, and then, um after a few days it's kind of not even all that relevant anymore. Um but yeah. So, well, I can tell you again, we got the missus is not a fan of the AI, even less so than I am. I have a lot of trepidation about it, especially music. Yeah, a funny thing about that Mix Club saying it does great on dogs, is I put in, I don't know what prompted this, but because I put in all kinds of weird stuff sometimes, it just it amuses me. Putting things in Chat GPT, or not no, Bing AI, the Bing Create, whatever that is. I put it in Bing, and some reason I put in a typical Ford owner, and everyone had a dog in it. Every single so I guess Ford owners have dogs. I don't know, but every single one had a dog. I like, sometimes it just fixates on things and it just puts things in there, uh, every single time, and you're just like, it's not in the description. Nothing said about dogs, but it just says, it just puts a dog in there. Hello CQ, welcome. Um, but yeah, I can tell you about shows that are coming up. We do have You Rock coming up tomorrow, of course. Get your tracks in bit.ly/you rock, submit, and then we got on Saturday Thomas Christ live, should be happening. Hopefully my voice gets a little bit better than it is right now, but it's not too bad, but it's not the best. I don't know if you've ever been in that position. It's just like, you're not at 100%. So that's happening. And then there's a very special show that I'm going to be doing right before the Leelaverse on Monday, because Monday is my birthday, June 2nd. So I got a special stream set up there. I don't have any grand plans. It'll probably be pretty much like what's happening right now. We're just going to wing it. We'll talk about fun stuff, but find fun stuff to talk about. But yeah, I'm going to do a special show for my birthday. So I hope you'll come by to my throwing a birthday party for myself. Make sure, by the way, if you haven't hit the like button, hit that like button. Tremor Bear said I use Apple AI generated image for my picture. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I can't see what's going on in your head. It's like a helmet or a hat with little things sticking out of it. Hey, OJ McBaggins, welcome. But yeah, so that's what's gonna be coming up on the channel. I hope you'll join me for all that fun stuff that's happening. Tomorrow we got Leela is gonna be doing her live show, and then Jade is doing an app. I can't remember which one. Hang on a second, and I'll tell you. So Jade Star is going to be doing tomorrow. Da-da-da-da-da. Let me find it. Where are we at? There we go. Circa Looper, I think. Is that right? Is that tomorrow? 28. Yep. That's tomorrow. Circa Looper by Audio Damage. I've heard a lot about this one. Heard a lot about that one. And then we'll have You Rock after that. So make sure you check those out. There's links in the description, by the way, for for all the Jade Star and for Leelaverse as well. A three nipple beanie. A 3 nipple beanie. That is great. I love it. I love it, Tremor Bear. That is freaking awesome. The 3 nipple beanie. That should be a thing. That should be a thing. I would buy that. Maybe that could be in like the Tremor Bear Skeptics merch store. You could have a merch store, and you could sell 3 nipple beanies that say like Tremor Bear or the Skeptics on it. That'd be cool. I'd buy it. I don't wear beanies, but it'd be a badass album title too. Yeah, 3 nipple beanie. Well, anyway, that's all I kind of got for you today. So I think we're gonna wrap up here a little bit early. But thank you all for stopping in. Really, really do appreciate it. I think next week I'm gonna be talking about how I do some of the art stuff that I do. So we'll get away from the music for a little bit. Even though this is Make It Rock, but there's a variety of aspects. You got to make album covers, you got to make artwork for YouTube and stuff. So I'll show you a little bit of my process there with Logoist 5 and Pixelmator Pro. Some of the apps that I tend to use on that kind of stuff. And you never know when you might need the extra nipples. I think that's a good good note to end on here. You never know when you'll need the extra nipples. All right. Well, thank you all so very much. Appreciate y'all being here. And once again, see you tomorrow for Leela and for Jade. You rock. And yeah, have a great rest of your night. Most importantly, much love. Take care. Keep rocking. Bye, everyone.